Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney as we dip once more into the world of high courtroom drama with our spiky-haired defense attorney once more taking the fore. Dual Destinies is the next game up after playing the original trilogy and of course the 3DS remaster of Apollo Justice, because now we move into actual 3DS Phoenix Wright, which has a lot of measured changes to it, including cutscenes, voice acting, new graphics, and more that of course I have not actually experienced yet, because I've not played any of the newer games. The original trilogy, minus Trials and Tribulations, and Apollo Justice was all I played before, so we are going forward to completely unknown climes for me. This will be very interesting as we start off, but with a incredibly dead kind of no screen going on title entrance. What will happen when I press new game? As we sit back, relax, enjoy the weird voice acting that's to come, not only just from me, but from the game this time. As we enter the courtroom.
These are dark times, where the law has been reduced to rubble, and it's up to us to restore it to its former glory. Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board. She's been with us for half a year, though I can hardly believe it. Anyway, her power will be our greatest weapon.
Are you all right, miss?
Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end.
So as we enter the courtroom to see it completely destroyed, we begin episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. So we have a crazy bomber on the loose. As we begin our day, December 17th, 9:22 AM, the District Court Defendant Lobby number 5. Let's meet our cast of wonderful characters, shall we? Nope. Not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. A tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. You doing okay, Athena? Oh, Apollo! Yeah, doing great. Like, hum a little tune great. Oh yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oh, I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. Nerves are still here, I tell you. This is Apollo Justice, who looks fairly worse for wear. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case. But I'm gonna be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm going to see it to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Apollo, Athena. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. This kind of thing never happens at home in the forest, though. Wow, they can make characters way more expressive in 3D models, can't they? This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend. And she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous! There's no way Junie would do anything like that. I brought you a little snack, Athena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks! So, is this an orange or a tangerine? It's an orange! My grandma says that orange is the colour of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength for the trail, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there they won't know what hit 'em. Right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may. This is one trial we just can't lose. Apollo! Apollo! Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! Huh? The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we going to do? The trial is about to start, with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, he'd never get here in time. No, wait. There's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Huh? What are you going to do? Bailiff? Yes, miss. A defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Athena! You're not seriously... You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a second. Think about what you're saying. You You've never once taken a case on alone before, right? No hay problema. I can handle it. I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Athena. And that's enough for me. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. You're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you'll just have to leave it to me. Alright, I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate it that I can't be there. But I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. My name is Athena Cykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. So we even get a loading wheel now on the bottom screen. As we move into the trial. Now, the question is, of course, what is Athena's special power? Ooh! Court is now in session!
All right, says the judge. The court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Payne?
The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today.
Yes, well, a substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue.
I see. Not at all surprised you use that as an excuse to run away. How did you get here?
I want some more.
With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape?
What? The nerve of that guy. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ah, this arrogant jerk. You arrogant jerk? No, widget! What? Wait, it's a lit what? The thing lit up yellow. Okay, cool.
Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now.
No, you didn't hear anything at all. Especially not from me.
How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something.
Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. Robot voice time. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. What the hell? He's linked to you somehow?
Well then. If that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated.
A contradiction?
You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was... what was it?
Elegance at work? Yes. Eve! Actually, it was arrogant jerk. The hell's that face?
At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness.
Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case.
Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the rookie humiliator.
I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk.
Arrogant jerk?
Miss Cykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court.
I'm very sorry. It was just a knee-jerk reaction.
And now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now then. The incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial for a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4.
Ah, yes, I was presiding over that trial as well. And Mr. Justice was there, the lawyer for the defense.
A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. It was a terrible incident, and courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life.
But there was, in fact, one death, was there not?
That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candice Arme was discovered. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial.
I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape.
Maybe the court should see to getting you even shorter robes.
The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb.
Right, Arme's autopsy report has been added to the court record down below. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death 8:21. Between 8 and 11, even. That's 3 hours of quite a big gap, to be honest. Right, a stuffed animal bomb. The time bomb that destroyed the courtroom, it was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated with a... That's a very... What? Okay, shouldn't that have been blown to pieces? I guess there must have been imagery of it beforehand. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. When I want to check something out, I just touch the court record button. Or press R by the look of it. I better take a peek later.
And now then, please call the accused to the witness stand.
Well, before we do, let's just check to see what we can do with any of the information here. So we can see profiles and evidence down in the bottom right. We have Apollo Justice, another lawyer at the office. He's passionate about the law and hates anything that's not fair or just. So he does. Juniper Woods, our client in this case, we've been friends since childhood. A sweet girl who loves nature. Wait a second, you're... Gaspin Payne. Wasn't his name like Winston before or something like that? The prosecuting attorney, he just seems to exude unpleasantness. Is this why he's got hair? Because he's a different person? And Candice Arme, who's the victim. A detective was heading up the investigation into the bombing incident. Now, what can I do with other stuff? Well, looking at the autopsy report, we get to see a picture of events that have happened. And looking at stuffed animal bomb, we cannot. So we just get to see the picture, and there's no rotation of evidence as of yet. Let's move forward. You always got to wonder what system enters a game and which one leaves. What's new and what's not? What continues and what's not?
Defendant, are you feeling alright? You're looking a bit pale.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse. But I'm alright. Junie's really giving her all. I better make sure I do the same.
If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant.
If pain is a different pain, then does he sound like this still? Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student.
Miss Woods, can you confirm you in the courthouse on the day in question?
Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Athena. And so, I was there yesterday to watch his trial and lend my support. Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
Did you know I'm also known as the Defendant Humiliator? It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Does this arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what. Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne.
What is it? And you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you. Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up a claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus root you gave him too. He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes. She says they can even help you see into the future. They can? Then that's the perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them.
A sweet, meek girl like this, blowing her courtroom to bits? I must say it's very hard to believe.
Objection! He sounds different. Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime. That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive. And I didn't even know who the lady who was killed. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that? That's a very good question, coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges? What? Why, yes. Yes, I have. And did that experience cause you to harbour a grudge against the court system?
But this is fishing.
Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
I can see the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts, but Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
Why don't we have Miss Cykes answer that question? Huh? Me? I noticed that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really, what a furry and pleasant man. L is for loser. What did he just say? Nothing. Not a single thing. Now, let's see. What was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know. The court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Cykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was
in Apollo's briefcase in the judge's pocket? Well, neither of them would have probably survived if that were the case. Inside a stuffed animal is what we know as information. Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior.
Very good. Have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal.
There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine. Just like I said from the start. I could do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was stuffed inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little singed.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible! Are you saying it's Detective Arme's tale?
Your Honor is so very close, but no. It belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is, phony evidence is just trunked up.
That's so wrong on so many levels. Yes, it really is.
The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints.
What?
The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution with all the evidence we needed. It clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb.
Heap! Don't give yourself black eyes now. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into evidence.
A phony fancy tale has been added to the court record. A piece of the stuffed animal the bomb was inserted into, the defendant's fingerprints were found on it. It could have been launched anywhere and she picked it up outside or stuff like that. God.
Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
I don't understand.
How about Miss Cykes? Or how about you, Miss Cykes? And do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence?
Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing. But I better come up with something for Junie's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling, if you prefer.
No, I have to say something. Fast. Oh no! I can't get my voice to work! Why now of all times? Okay, what? I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Objection!
Why, it's you!
Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place. Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, I was having a real rough time on my own. Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now let's turn things around. You got it, boss.
Ho ho ho! Look who showed up out of the blue! If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be deliberated. How did Miss Wood's fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal tail? How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne?
None at all, Your Honor.
Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense she's afraid of the courtroom itself. Because of yesterday? Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing, and here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition. Very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay, thank you. Sorry about this.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne.
A gasp in pain, really.
I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
What? Long-standing rival? When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing?
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met with at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would now like to call a decisive witness to the stand.
Well, would you, Mr. Payne, as we bring the proceedings of our first episode to an end, with Phoenix rushing in to save Athena at exactly the right time. Athena, with some kind of mysterious happening in her past, covered in blood. The tonal shift that seems to have happened with the graphical shift, on top of other things. The way the storytelling has changed ever so slightly, with cutscenes added in as well for dramatic effect and flair. Gasp and pain! He has hair! How dare he? I want some. But that's not the point. We begin another adventure. I hope you join me for the next episode of all the courtroom drama that's to come. I'll see you around for yet more Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies next time. Bye-bye.